Let's explore the collision of meditation, dating, anxiety, and pride. It is good to give the benefit of the doubt. And personally, as someone who practices tantric meditation, I'm very comfortable with dating and discussing it. On a first date, it is entirely understandable for both parties to feel the subtle anxiety whose sensations can range from that of subtle butterflies in one's belly to that of rabid, blood-sucking vampire bats in one's guts. It's a full spectrum. Within that context, it is always a good idea to give others the benefit of the doubt, especially when you're meeting your blind date or your computer date, the person you met on an app perhaps, you're meeting them in a public place. Do not be surprised if they're a little bit anxious. And do not be surprised if in that state of anxiety, they try to sell you on themselves. Consider it flattering. Now, if on the third date or the sixth date or the 12th date, they are still given to self-promotion, then at that point, it is probably not a symptom of their anxiety, but perhaps an indication of a facet of their character. I'm not going to pretend to be a licensed psychologist, for I most certainly am not. I'm just a spiritual counselor. However, if someone is given to consistent self-promotion, I'm not talking about marketing a business, but just socially, if someone is given to consistent self-promotion, that very much could be a red flag, and you may do well to either consult with a professional or do a Google search of PhDs discussing the red flag checklist for narcissism. I do not recommend anybody deliberately enter into a romantic relationship with a narcissist, for that can be profoundly destructive. Most of us turn to meditation not because we want more destruction, but because we wish to remedy the destruction already wrought upon us by the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. Here's a quick litmus test. After 12 weeks of dating, if you mention to someone from a place of centered spontaneity that they seem to do a lot of boasting and a lot of self-promotion, if they react humbly, that's great. If they react defensively, that's not so great. If in their humility they are eager to evolve and perhaps apologetic, those are good signs. If someone uses faux apology to manipulate you or wishes to counterattack you, that's not the type of partner you can build a long-lasting, sustainable, nurturing relationship with. Forgive me if I sound like Dr. Doom. Our job is not to condemn others for their flaws, but we are supposed to be mindful. Although in the Gospel of Matthew, we were cautioned that not to judge lest we be judged. However, in the Gospel of Matthew, we're told to judge with a righteous judgment. The commentators agree. The former is talking about condemnation. The latter is talking about evaluation. In another passage, also in the Synoptic Gospels, we're told to be as innocent as doves, but as wise as serpents, which means we give the benefit of the doubt initially, but after a while, if we notice a pattern, we do not ignore it. For if one is given to religion, he who gave us a mind expects us to use it. And if you are given to atheism, natural selection has given us the ability to analyze that it may contribute to our survival. I hope that makes sense. My name is Lama Jigme Gyatso, and oopsie, this is the Buddha Joy Meditation School.